Driver shortage? I don't think so. I'll show you why coming up. I'm Mark, and this is Trucking Answers, and we're going to talk about the fake news driver shortage. All right, Gordon Clint, do you know him? Really? You don't know him? That's why he carries the American Express card. He is the head of the National Transportation Institute. All right, so he did a symposium. There was a symposium in Alabama, and he was talking about the driver shortage, and he made my case for me. In fact, I've heard from many of you that there's some host on XM satellite radio that is also talking about the driver shortage. They're wrong, and here's why. So Mr. Gordon Clint went on to say in his talk that truckload turnover is stranded at 100%. All right, that makes my case. If you have 5,000 trucks and you can hire 5,000 drivers every year for those trucks, you don't have a shortage problem. You don't have a problem with people coming in the door. You have a problem with people going out the door. You have a turnover problem. You don't seem to have a shortage problem. In fact, there are companies that get so many drivers, they shall remain nameless. Let's call them CR England. They have to put 3 bunks in their truck. They have to increase the truck capacity by 50%. They put 50% more people in each truck because they have so many drivers coming in. They don't know what to do with all of them. All right, but that company shall remain nameless. The turnover is the problem. And he said, here's the other problem where he makes my case. From 2007 to 2018, pay for drivers went up 18%. All right. And McDonald's pay in that same amount of time went up 113%. Exactly, Mr. Gordon Clint. Okay. The problem of people staying at a company is the pay. They come into these companies that shall remain nameless, like CRST, and they're treated poorly at best. Trained by basically people that have little to no driving experience, so they get very frustrated and leave. Some of them go on to another company, of course, which many of you probably did if you started those places and stayed in the industry, but then some get so frustrated or they go to another bad place and they completely leave trucking. And so then turnover, then they have to get more people in and put more bunks in their truck and everything like that. If drivers were paid by the hour, they wouldn't have a turnover. Hourly plus overtime is the total solution. There's no reason drivers shouldn't be paid by the hour. It's one of the only industries where people are expected, not just asked to, but expected to sit for hours, sometimes days at a time with no pay. It's basically unconscionable to ask somebody to do that. You would never even ask a 15-year-old to do that at their Burger King job, much less ask a driver to do it, a professional licensed driver to sit for days away from their home with no pay. It's ridiculous. Gordon Clint has a solution, though, of solving this. What is that? Women. Gordon says women are the solution to trucking. He said 8% of drivers are women, and that's about right. Thinking about where I am, that's about 8-10% of them are women. So why, though? Why women? Why women? Well, it's interesting. They collaborate more, he said. You know why companies like that? Because you go along with the flow. You go along with the flow. You're a team player. You don't ask questions. You just do what you're told. You collaborate. They don't like, these companies don't like it when you ask them questions. Why am I not paid? We got somebody asking questions. Get them out of here. Get somebody who will collaborate with us. They just hate it. Maria Shriver said well-behaved women rarely make history. So don't be, Gordon Clint thinks this is 1956, women will just go along with it. That's not the case. Women, like men, should be paid for all of their time. You don't get somebody in because they'll just go along with your garbage crapola, no pay. It's ridiculous in the industry. Why are we not paid by the hour? Be the hour? I'm just so upset. Why are we not paid by the hour? Because we don't demand to be paid by the hour. people, when they come in the industry, they don't know any better. And so companies say, oh, you just have to sit here for 2 days or whatever. And people just go along with it. It's just crazy. It's time for all these hosts, like these XM radio hosts, instead of accepting money from these garbage companies, why don't you call them out and say, look, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't happen. You should pay people for their time. To expect someone to come in for free, it's just crapola. You and I both know it. It's time to change the industry. If you're in, it's time for you to subscribe. And have you listened to my podcast? Go check it out. There's a link in the description to it. You can look at me through your ear hole instead of through your eye holes. And for some, they say that's a way better deal. Believe me. All right. We'll be back soon, of course, with more trucking answers. Thank you for watching.